Stressed, move. Unmotivated, move. Confused, move. It sounds too simple until you realize it keeps working. We look for complicated solutions to problems created by a lack of movement. More information, more hacks, more distractions. But the answer hasn't changed. Daily movement. When the body doesn't move, energy drops, mood collapses, thoughts spiral. We treat these as mental problems. They are often physical first. Movement restores circulation, breath, presence. You don't need insight, you need motion. Ever notice how a walk fixes things thinking never could? Movement organizes the mind. It gives thoughts somewhere to go. That's why the best ideas rarely come sitting still. On good days, movement amplifies momentum. On bad days, it stops the slide. That's why it's reliable. That's why it's always there. Daily movement doesn't judge your mood. It just meets you where you are. If this perspective resonates, subscribe. This channel is about solving life from the body outward. The system sells solutions, apps, supplements, plans. Movement can't be packaged. That's why it's ignored. But what can't be sold can't be controlled. No gym, no excuses. Push, pull, squat, breathe. Your body already knows what to do. You just have to let it. Here's why daily movement always works. It brings you back into your body, and from there, everything improves. You respond instead of react. You think clearer. You tolerate less chaos. Movement turns overwhelm into flow, anxiety into action, doubt into direction. There will be days when you don't know the next move in life. Career, relationships, direction. On those days, don't force answers. Move. A walk, a few reps, a stretch, and a breath. Clarity comes after motion, not before it. Here's what eventually clicks when you commit to daily movement. You stop asking, what should I do? Because the answer becomes automatic. When life feels overwhelming, you move. When your mood drops, you move. When you feel lost, you move. Not as an escape, as a reset. Daily movement becomes your default response to friction. And that's powerful. Most people react with distraction, scrolling, complaining, numbing. Movement is different. Movement is engagement. It keeps you in the game when others check out. And over time, something subtle but important happens. You begin to trust yourself again. Because no matter how chaotic the world gets, you know there's one thing you'll do today. You'll move your body. That consistency builds internal stability. And internal stability makes you harder to shake, harder to manipulate, harder to break. It doesn't fix your life overnight. It gives you leverage. And leverage changes outcomes. No matter the problem, daily movement improves your position. That's why it's always the answer. When in doubt, move. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. Today, daily movement is always the answer. See you in the next one.